I'm Chef Jasper, and today we're in the kitchen preparing Thai chicken and crispy garlic chili noodles. Sounds like a lot. It's not very difficult at all to prepare. A few ingredients, you're going to absolutely love it, and some great history behind this dish, which I love a lot. Okay, I got my wok out, and I have some boiling water. We're going to start off. We need to boil these noodles because this whole dish is only going to take about 6 minutes. So let's start with this, and let's drop in our noodles. Give it a good stir. We're not going to need all of these noodles. And that's going to, about 5 to 6 minutes or so on the noodles. And I'll just take them off the stove when it's time. Give it one more stir because we don't want anything to stick together. And let's start with this dish. Now, I told you some great history behind here. Of course, we start off a little bit of sesame oil. About 1/3 of a cup or so. Heat that. Now, this is where my secret, I didn't mean to back up like that much, but we got to get that wok really oiled up here. And we're going to add our chicken. So now here is where you have to start working, I don't know, I'd say pretty quickly. Remember, this is going to cook, in a wok. We're not playing games. And I love to use the edges of my wok. That's the whole sides of the wok. That's the whole idea behind this. While this is cooking, man, that sesame oil is just fantastic. While that's cooking, in the meantime, let's get everything else going here. We're going to need our peppers. And look at this. Just push that stem down, pull it out. It really doesn't matter if you have a perfect color here because, perfect cuts here. And I love the seeds. Yes, I don't throw the seeds away. Give this a nice little cut. Clean up some of this. Not much. We don't like a lot of waste with this dish. And we'll just cut this into some strips, just like our chicken. It doesn't take long for the peppers. And I like my peppers to be a little crispy also. So here we go again. Just clean this up. How quick is that? In the meantime, while the peppers will start sauteing, I'll finish up with some shallots that I'm going to use later on. Now, I love to bite into the shallot. I'm not one of those chefs that likes to hide my ingredients. And I like to be honest with people and tell you my way of cooking. So, yes, I'm always checking my recipes, and I go over recipes. Sometimes I change things. Experiment. That's what it's all about. Get in the kitchen. I give you the basics. I always tell people that. Take it from there. If you want something a little different, don't be shy. You want to add broccoli to this. Oh my, it's excellent. That's the way my family likes it. Mushrooms. Get some Asian mushrooms in here. We talk about Asian mushrooms. We talk about the recipes itself and a little bit of history. With the Thailand and the cooking from Thailand, a major influence from Szechuan. Of course, the Chinese, a little bit of influence from Cambodia. In 2018 or so, I didn't even realize this myself, over 50% of the recipes requested online, how about this, were Thai recipes. So it's become very, very popular in restaurants, but in home cooking. And people have found out it's very healthy for you also. Watch out for the sugar when recipes call for sugar. You're going to notice, other than the hoisin sauce that we're adding here, I don't add any sugar or brown sugar to my recipes when I'm cooking Asian. No way. I like to, get the full flavor out of the dish itself and the ingredients I'm working with, not enhance it with a lot of sugar. All right, this is perfect. Look, chicken is about, I'd say, halfway cooked. Let's add our peppers. And in the meantime, I need to cut up some garlic. Okay, a lot of garlic in this recipe. I'll be the first to admit it. And I like to really, slice it and kind of bite into the garlic. I got to be one of those Italian chefs who don't like a lot of garlic in my dishes, but this dish calls for garlic. It needs the garlic, and It's more like eating the vegetable instead of just, I don't know, how do I say, biting into a big piece of broccoli. Hey, it's good for you. Come on, we know garlic's good for you. And the dish itself will pick up a lot of flavor. I also do something that's really kind of unique, and it's kind of my own way. You ready for this? I'm only going to cut up about half of this garlic. Guess what I'm going to do with the rest of the garlic? Yep, I'm going to throw it in whole. That's right. So you may find a couple big pieces of garlic when you eat this, but it's going to soften up so much. There we go. Perfect. Let's check on our rice noodles here. Oh yeah, we're coming along really well here right now. Crispy, that's the words. Chili, you like those words? I do. And I also like all the blend, or I like blending all of these sauces together. Here we go, ginger. Look at this beautiful ginger we found. I like that piece right there. But ginger also, I'm not going to grate it. I like some slices. How about that? And I'll go back, and now, once I slice this, I'm going to go and just, some nice little pieces here. Look, little, almost like matchbook sticks. That's right. Doesn't matter, because this is going to give all the flavor to our dish. Believe me, the garlic and a lot of ginger, oh my, this is the base. We're building layers again. I always say that when I'm cooking in the kitchen, especially when I'm teaching my recipes. But this is kind of my style I picked up over the years. Okay, actually, when we get this chicken going, we're just about ready here. You may want to turn up the heat a little bit on your wok at this point, because this is whenever the magic starts happening. Now, chicken is about 90% ready. You know me, I love my red peppers. Come on, this is chili and garlic and noodles. Don't be shy. That's right. It's up to you. And I want to toast my sesame seeds. A lot of sesame seeds here, but we're adding them right now because this way we can kind of get a little brown on them. That's what we want. Most of my oil, I only used 1/3 of a cup. It's kind of soaked up into the chicken here. It's lost a little bit. That's okay. We don't want this dish oily at all. I mean, you can even maybe use a little bit less. Noodles are about 1.5 minutes away. That means Jasper has to get working a little quicker here, and that's okay. Oh boy. This is it. At this point, the garlic. That's right. Lots of garlic that we cut up. And I told you, I used the whole cloves. Come on. Now, kind of let that simmer a little bit in there, because I want that garlic to cook down, but I do not want the garlic to burn. Number one rule in my cooking schools, my cooking classes, and my style of cooking, never ever burn that garlic. Oh my gosh. The flavors right now, before I even add my hoisin sauce or my soy sauce. And here we go. Got to have that ginger. Now the magic is happening. Building these layers. Check on that noodles here and see where we're at. I like to say we're cooking on all 4 burners at this time. Add our shallots, lots of shallots. Now you notice when I'm adding these ingredients, it's because I want to see, not only the dish itself when I present it, but I want to, have a little bite. I don't want things disappearing. Oh yeah, the garlic, these little pieces of garlic I put in whole, getting a little brown on the edges, absolutely love it. I get excited about this. I can smell that red pepper. Yeah, it's coming out. That's good. We like that a lot. I may even add a little bit more. I may even put a little chili oil when I finish. All right, in the meantime, let's chop up a little bit of cilantro. I like to keep the cilantro kind of big. I'm not going to mince this at all. I want to see that also. Okay, we are just about finished with this dish. We're going to add our soy sauce. Give it a quick turn. And I like to present this in the wok. That's right, the whole dish, just serve it right in the wok. Clean up your edges, kind of get rid of some of those sesame seeds. A lot of times people add the sesame seeds at the end. I don't want to. I'm looking for flavor. You're going to get flavor out of your sesame seeds. That's right. And our hoisin sauce. This is our finish, building the layers. And I am kind of obsessed with green onions. You know me, you know my style of cooking. Rice noodles are almost ready at this point. That means Jasper has to get working here a little bit quicker. Again, I want to bite into these green onions. A lot of green onions, we like that crunch. I'll save some for the top of the plate. One last toss, along with my cilantro and basil. Oh man. Come on, if you can get the Thai basil, go ahead, but just tear the basil, nothing else. That's it. We are cooking. And once I add those noodles to this dish, we're going to have a recipe that everyone is going to love. You don't want to put a lot of red pepper, that's okay. Don't be afraid. The garlic right now, it's kind of steaming at this point because I put the sauce in there. And here we go. We are ready for the noodles. Just like this. And don't worry about a little bit of water. We're straining enough. All right. More or less with the noodles. But I want these noodles to kind of get just a little crispy. That garlic and, of course, red pepper. Toss them with this. Fantastic meal. Remember, these noodles, they expand. And I'm big with this, you know, being Italian and cooking my pasta all the time. I'm really into my al dente, but with these noodles, I like to cook them a little bit more. So it doesn't have to be, you don't want to crunch on these noodles because we're going to crispy them up a little bit in the dish itself. And if you like more noodles, if you don't want noodles, if you want to do a little rice instead, be creative. Here we go. I think we're about ready. Give this a nice toss. Oh yeah. Look at these noodles. This is when the magic starts happening. That's what I'm telling you about. Bring this all together. What a dish. Fold it over a couple of times. And notice how, if you see what I'm cooking here, we're getting up close in that camera too. You can tell I'm kind of spreading things around a little bit. Okay? That's what we want right now. Now, the noodles, what's happening? The sauce, what's happening? Well, the sauce is kind of infusing itself into those noodles. You know what? I'm about ready to serve. Thai chicken, garlic, chili noodles. They're crispy. They're flavorful. You're going to love it. Add more vegetables. It's a dish everyone in the family is going to enjoy. It's something I would be proud to put on my table. Let's eat. Brought to you by Hen House Markets.